So let's talk about the pairing. Why does the pairing between Boozer and Quaintance work? It works because the players cover different parts of the court, right? Boozer is your offensive organizer. Jayden Quaintance is your defensive cleanup guy. He's the guy that if you can funnel everything through. If you don't have the best pick and roll defenders, Jayden Quaintance is going to be able to attack that, right? Which is a big thing and a smart thing there. So while Cam Boozer would give the Bulls the scoring polish, the passing, the rebounding, the physicality, Jayden Quaintance will give them the opposite side of that on the defensive side of the ball. And I think this is important because if you only drafted Cam Boozer, for example, the question would be is, do you have enough rim protection, especially with the lack of athleticism that Cam Boozer has? Jayden Quaintance, long-term, because I don't know what it's going to look like in his first year, he would raise that defensive ceiling and athletic ability as well. If you only drafted Jayden Quaintance, for example, without Cam Boozer, there's going to be a question on, do you have enough offensive polish on your team to really work out and get to that next level? Together, they bring balance to the Chicago Bulls potentially, and that's what you want to see from the team is the way that you balance out your roster, the way that you balance out your style of play, and that's how you lead. The ability to throw multiple different looks, because then you still got Modest. You got Noah Essengay in there. You got Leonard Miller in there. That would provide the Bulls with so many different potential looks at the 3, 4, and the 5 that's where modern basketball is going. And then if Tiago Splitter does end up being your coach with those European philosophies, I think that works really well. And they all work with Josh Giddey. Jayden Quaintance is not a player that you're going to expect to create for himself in the half court. But in transition and having Josh Giddey in the half court that can throw him those lobs, that's the thing that works there. And Jayden Quaintance helps Josh Giddey out with, you need guys who can finish plays, you need smart guys who can know how to navigate on and off ball, and you need defenders. And then Cam Boozer would help with that also. So I think when you look at a Giddey, Cam Boozer, and Quaintance and the actions that you can go on that, especially with Miles Buzelis growing as a three-point shooter as well, and Cam Boozer being a decent three-point shooter, it's there. That Quaintance and Boozer help Modest a lot because Modest is one of the most important young pieces on this Bulls team, right? But you don't want to ask him to be everything for this Bulls team, not yet. And so now having an additional athlete in the front court in Jayden Quaintance, and then having another offensive piece in that it can do everything offensively in Cam Boozer, it helps that. And it fits in with what you have here and with Josh Giddey as well. And even if Josh Giddey is not in your long-term plans, I think he should be, it works there, right? So a young front court of Modest, Cam Boozer, and Jayden Quaintance. What does that give you? It gives Chicago Bulls size, rebounding, playmaking, defensive tools, and rim protection, which the Bulls have lacked for a long time as well. And I love that. I love that. And also, Cam Boozer makes guards, the offense easier on guards because of his ability and how teams have to guard Cam Boozer. Wherever your guards are, it makes it easy out there. It provides structure potentially for this team.